Hello there and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing The Bad Batch. This is season 2, episode 11, titled Metamorphosis. So I wonder what's going to change into what in this episode. Really intrigued about this one. And it's a really good Star Wars day today because The Mandalorian is back as well. Kat and I, we reacted to the first episode of season 3. That one is up on the channel right now, but now we are going to be watching The Bad Batch. There's a lot of good stuff now. There's a lot of good Star Wars, and in the next couple of weeks, going to continue in that vein. In the next 5 weeks, something. We're going to have both The Mandalorian and The Bad Batch. So yeah, and you've seen The Mandalorian, the first episode of season 3 as well, right?
I saw it, yeah. I had to do that one first, and then, well, because of all the notes about this Bad Batch, well, we got to do this. It's a little late, but let's do it.
Let's jump into it. Exactly. But before we do, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon page where you can watch full-length, uncut reactions, sync it up to your own copy of the episode, and also in that way, support the channel. We really, really appreciate all the support from all the patrons, and we also appreciate you guys watching us here on YouTube, just supporting us in that way. So yeah, thank you. And with that out of the way, let's do this. Season 2, episode 11, Metamorphosis. Here we Oh, that does not look good. And some very eerie music going on as well.
And the screams to match.
Oh shit! Commando. What the hell's got this guy spooked?
That.
Above you! Shit. Okay. Is this a crossover with like, aliens or?
Yeah, kind of spooky.
Oh, this place. We saw that at the very, the whole ending of the previous season. I'm glad they're returning. Wow, there's a lot of clone commandos.
Yeah. And from what we learned from the beginning, they are hauling some kind of creatures.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Must be really important what's going on here.
I am not especially motivated to continue my work after the Empire destroyed my civilization.
Good point.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I know what Emperor Palpatine seeks to accomplish, and he will not have my cooperation.
Know that I'll be taking over operations here on Tantus, and I can do far worse than confine you to a cell.
Ask nice, but also prepare to ask not so nice.
Yeah. Throw in a little threat.
The Prime Minister. He remains in Imperial custody on Coruscant.
Oh.
Have him brought here. I wish to speak to him personally.
Who is this Dr. Hemlock?
Do you want to mope or make money? Because I got a tip on a downed ship, which means cargo ripe for the taking. I'll even give you 30% of the cut.
30?
Fine. 50% as a token of my goodwill that you seem to have forgotten.
What goodwill?
Limited intel. Huh. There's a surprise.
How hard could scavenging cargo be?
You're about to find out.
Yeah.
I like that they are talking about, cutting ties with Sid because she hasn't exactly been treating them fairly, and the whole thing with like her not helping them out in the previous couple of episodes. I get it.
The crashed vessel appears mostly intact. The cargo aboard should be in fair enough condition to transport.
Oh, it crashed, of course. And then whatever it is probably got out, and that's going to be a whole thing. And we know the Empire is coming to secure secure that cargo as well.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, kind of belongs in the Star Wars universe, so it's okay you say it.
I will get the power restored and check data logs on the bridge.
By yourself?
Your concern is not warranted. I will be fine.
Yeah, you
Your
better be.
concern is not warranted.
You can be so matter of fact.
This medical equipment is Kaminoan.
Huh. So what's it doing here?
It's their cloning technology, but this configuration is different than anything I saw in Topoka City.
Cloning of what?
Yeah, what the heck did they clone?
The grid should be restored momentarily.
Yeah, sure, go towards the noise.
Danger, 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 danger.
What happened? What attacked this ship?
Danger, Will Robinson.
Ew.
These are reinforced walls.
Is it a fucking xenomorph? Like, what's going on here? And why is it important to Palpatine? Sorry, I'm just asking a bunch of questions, but this is really mysterious. Nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, what is it?
It does look like a xenomorph. Like, what the heck? That, and it's gone. Nope, no, it's down there.
That didn't work.
It just ate it.
Yeah. Back off slowly. Go somewhere else.
Get the fuck out of there. Screw this job. Ah!
Tech, we've got a problem. Get off the ship now.
Shit. Tech. It's feeding on the...
Does that thing look different to you?
Bigger?
Take cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Now it's
By all
loose.
means, put it out in the wild.
Oh, what? Heading towards the... Great.
Given the fact that the crew was most likely eaten by the creature, I doubt it is currently hungry.
It ate the crew?
How is that helping, Tech?
How is that helping?
I know my way around Kaminoan tech.
Go. Wrecker, with me.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the Silo beasts that we saw in the Clone Wars. 'Cause they captured it and Palpatine talked to the Kaminoans about maybe cloning it, if memory serves right. And
I'll
it looks
trust you on that
kind of
one.
similar. The Silo beast was like way, way, way bigger.
Yeah.
I heard rumors of other Kaminoan experiments, but Nala Se kept that data away from me.
Beats of the power or
Yeah, it's going straight for like the power
supply,
grid.
yeah.
Hunter, the creature is the same species that attacked Coruscant during the war.
Yep.
You must not let it get near the power grid.
I was right.
Or it will increase exponentially in size.
Too late.
There it is, and now it even looks like the Silo beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I was wondering if they were ever going to bring that back. And here's the Empire.
And that ship is no longer big enough for it, so...
Hold on.
What? Why are they focusing on the Bad Batch here? I thought they came for the creature. Run!
remove the evidence.
Yeah, I think that they used that to
neutralize them.
Neutralize the one in the Clone Wars as well. That and poison, I think. Well, okay, they got it.
They're not killing it. They're taking it. Let's not be next.
What did the villagers do? Or is it a case of like they know too much now?
Yeah.
Probably.
Remove the evidence.
Okay, see ya.
And are they just gonna level the place with the ground, or?
I don't know what's gonna happen here. Well, congratulations, you recaptured the thing. Now, what are you going to do?
The Empire heavy-handed version of wiping off fingerprints and fleeing the scene? I don't know.
The Empire cloned the Zilla Beast?
Yes, and no. The directive came straight from the Supreme Chancellor before he became Emperor. I suspect the Empire did not destroy the cities on Camino to end cloning. They merely wanted to control it.
Send the data to Echo and Rex. See what they can find out.
Yes!
Yeah. Cool.
The locals have been detained and will be dealt with. However, one vessel escaped our assault. It was a military-class shuttle.
Find out who it was.
Yes, sir.
There he is.
If you know of a way to persuade the scientist, now would be the time to mention it.
In exchange for my freedom,
I'm listening.
there is a particular clone you must locate.
Oh, shit. The plot thickens.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
That was a great episode. Fuck yes. They really brought some things back here, both from just the previous Bad Batch episodes, the ending of season 1, but then also some Clone Wars stuff with the Silo Beast, the return of the Silo Beasts. I don't know if you remember those episodes in the Clone Wars, but it was kind of a Godzilla homage thing where it got loose on Coruscant, and then they had to find a way to sort of. At first, they wanted to just not take it down, but at least
neutralize it,
immobilize it. Yeah. Without killing it, but then they couldn't do that, so they had to kill it, and then it ended with Palpatine being like, I can use this for something cloning wise. Make sure you get the genetic material from this thing.
Yeah.
And it took a long while, like many years, but now we finally continue that story thread. And he wants to use it for something, and especially because of its armored plating.
Yeah.
So it's just, Palpatine's still obsessed with cloning, and he wants to control it, and that's also why presumably
he wants to weaponize it.
Yeah, and why the Empire destroyed the cloning facilities on Camino, so that they are the only ones really doing this stuff in the galaxy at the moment. But they still need the help of the Kaminoans, because they are the experts here, and especially Nala Se. And that's when we really get to like pull the Bad Batch back into some of the main plot stuff here is, well, she wants Omega. Or at least that's a way to convince her to cooperate, is if they can get their hands on Omega. So yikes.
So they're already wanted. Now they're wanted extra, and Omega specifically. And that still puts a new line to it. They're still wanted, but now specifically for that. And that scientist doesn't seem like all that nice a guy. So he will probably do what he can to get hold of Omega.
Yeah, Dr. Hemlock.
Yeah, and the former prime minister, as he so nicely put it, shouldn't be helping. I mean, I think at least Nalase said, well, you blew up my planet, so you can't really persuade me to do anything for you.
F you guys, you blew up my planet. But then Lamassu is seems like definitely an opportunist, and there's a reason why he wanted to work with Palpatine in the first place. And if he can't get any more money or like wealth out of its status, then like at least now, because of the position he's in, what he wants is his freedom. So he's still willing to cooperate, whereas
still negotiating.
Nala still negotiating. Whereas Nala not so much, but again, might be able to be convinced if they can get their hands on Omega. So there's still a bond there, I think. Is it more than just because she sort of cares for Omega, or is Omega important in some other way, fashion to this whole cloning
could be a
endeavor?
Story there.
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed this one. And then also just the vibe of the episode. It was quite spooky, like horror like, and most certainly an homage to aliens, and when the Silo Beast was smaller. I said it several times, but it really did look like the Xenomorph kind of, and the way it was, skulking around the ship or crawling around the ship, and
the slime and all that. It just needed to break out of someone's stomach, and you'll be there. So.
yeah. Can't do that in the kid show, even though they
shouldn't.
Some
at
of the,
least you can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, true. But even like some of the stuff inside of this episode, I was like, wow, that's. They're going in a direction where some kids might be like, no, thank you, not for me. But they've done that before in both Clone Wars and Rebels, so they're not afraid to really like push it a little bit, push the rating a little bit,
make it a little bit darker than normal kids show.
And it went by really fast this episode. It was like almost 30 minutes, just like many of the other episodes in the season, but it felt like 10-15 minutes, because it actually was really really exciting all the way through, like great pacing and use of tension all the way through. And there were even a couple of moments where I was like, are we maybe going to lose a member of the Bad Batch here? Like could Tech get killed by the
kill?
Now that I'm saying it, then obviously not. But just like in the moment, it was still so well done. So like the thought entered your mind, I would say. And something else that was also in this episode that was quite, I guess, like glad to see or to hear them talk about is the whole situation with Sid. Yeah, it's like, we don't trust her. We shouldn't trust her. She's not really helping us out a lot. Like just sending them on dangerous missions and keep promising them money, but it doesn't really seem like they're ever getting.
She's helping herself.
She's just helping herself, and again, like getting nothing out of this other than just risking their lives. And then in the end, deciding that no, we're going to send the information to Echo and Rex. Like they need to hear about this. So please, hook up with those guys again and figure out what are you going to do to maybe stop this whole cloning thing that the Empire got going on. And I think that is really like the big main plot thing that they can go for here in the Bad Batch, because it is so linked to the clones overall. So if we have all of it converge in this location with the labs and Dr. Hemlock and now the Silo Beast and now let's say like that could really make a lot of sense if they do that. Yeah.
And at the same time, it's another episode where the Empire, where you go with the Empire. Well, can they get worse? And they can. They can just take it up a notch and let's gather all the villagers because they saw it. Maybe.
Yeah. They can always
them.
get worse. They are space Nazis. So they are the worst of the worst, anyhow. So it's
good
not
at being bad.
Yeah, really good at being bad. But I am still sad to see like the clones and these cool clone commandos being the bad guys. Like I hate seeing that. We used to like stormtroopers and seeing all of that, like everyone else, and like the Empire that we remember from the original trilogy.
They started off as bad guys. I mean, the problem with the clone troopers is that they kind of started off as good guys. They were at least on the right side, helping the Jedi's and so on. So, and then along the way, someone told them to do something else.
Yeah, to execute a certain order. So there you go. Oh man, that was episode 11. Then we got 5 left, and I actually hope that now they're just gonna focus on this plot. No more side adventures, side missions. No. That would actually seem a bit weird if like they're not gonna go on They're not gonna go on another mission for Sid now. I feel like, and if they do, then it's like, come on, guys, really.
Well, just next one. If there's one more, let it be the last one, and then focus on the storyline.
If there is anything more related to Sid, it is resolving that situation and saying to Sid that that's it, we're not going to work with you. And then we're going to see maybe Sid for who she really is, because they've hinted that also in this season that they shouldn't trust her. So we'll have more with her and the criminal element and the Badge getting away from her and out of that whole situation. And then maybe like in the final episodes, we really hone in on this and focus on this again. That would make sense.
That could. Well, we guess from time to time, and we're kind of wrong from time to time, but it's still fun.
It is. Yeah. It is. Anything else of note happen in this one? I don't think so. I just really enjoyed it.
Great and tense. So you're sort of, it just went by fast, as you say.
It did. It's actually one of the ones I'm looking forward to rewatching and while I'm editing and all of that. So yeah, great episode. One of the best of this season so far, I think. But that'll do it then for this reaction and review of The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 11, Metamorphosis. Thank you guys so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.
Always.